Here are 5 static ads you need to test in 2024 to scale with Facebook ads. So let's get right into it. The first is a bold headline with testimonial. It's a very common ad you've probably seen anywhere on Facebook or Instagram. And the reason it's so common is because it works, right? What you're trying to do here is push a very specific and aggressive headline. So in this case, lose weight, look younger. These aren't features. This isn't any specific gizmo. This is a very direct benefit that your customer is going to ultimately have. They're going to lose weight and they're going to look younger. It doesn't really talk about the features. It doesn't talk about anything other than the final outcome the customer is going to get from using your product. And then it's accompanied with a testimonial with social proof. So in this case, has 5 stars and it says down 10 pounds and counting. And then it puts that in bold. And then at the bottom, it has, I love this product. So your eyes only go and gravitate towards the down 10 pounds and counting. And then I love this product. Keeps it simple and focuses the eyes on the things and parts you really want to highlight. And finally, just to close everything up, it gives you a guarantee at the bottom. So you know that if for some reason the product didn't satisfy you, you can ultimately go ahead and get your money back. The second ad is a benefits and audience call out. What we're trying to do here is simply point out all the unique features and differentiators that the product has. So in this case, you have sticky palm, it's breathable, durable, and comfortable. What that does is it allows you to understand why this product is different from the competitors. The reason the brand is highlighting is likely some of the other products they're competing against maybe aren't breathable, maybe they break very quickly, maybe they're not comfortable, maybe they're not as sticky, so the ball doesn't gravitate and stick to the hand as well. And then the most important part, and really why this ad works so well, given how media buying on Facebook is done in 2024, is the fact that it directly calls out the audience. So in this case, it says built for goalkeepers. No other position in the sport of soccer is going to be able to resonate to this ad other than goalkeepers. No other sport is going to resonate with this ad other than goalkeepers that play soccer. What this does is it allows you to narrow in on your audience without having to incorporate interest targeting, without having to do any sort of weird media buying hacks. All you're doing is directly calling out your audience and getting them to click on the ad if they fall inside this specific niche and audience. Very simple, but very effective. The third ad style is puberty style. So the reason it's called this is because it was made famous by the Instagram handle Puberty, which puts out news and articles about recent events that are taking place in the world. Some of them are newsworthy, others are just pop references or pop culture moments that are taking place. But the way that it's styled is why it works so well. For ads, the way to recreate this is very simple but effective for one specific reason. It makes it seem as though it's part of the customer's organic feed and something they're used to seeing. So they'll likely take a second to read it because they're accustomed to read it. So how do you recreate this? We have a very clear shot of the customer using the product. In this case, it's a skincare product, so they're applying it directly onto their face. They're showing the actual product in hand, and then they look happy as though they were enjoying the product. And then if you look on the top right, you will see we have a close-up of the product showcasing what the texture of it is, and then allowing the viewer to understand this is the product you're ultimately buying. Especially in skincare, you really want to demonstrate what about it is going to make it unique, right? So in this case, it is a very fine granite that they want to showcase. So they show it in the hand so you can see it up close and see what the product you're buying ultimately is going to look like. And then the headline, which in this case is this exfoliator from Volume is going viral after women realize it rejuvenates their skin. So it's not built in the manner of a direct response headline, but rather it's placed and pivoted as though it was a news article. So in this case, it makes it seem as though this was a viral news that has just come out and every woman needs to know about this as it makes their skin rejuvenate. The goal of this is to test out that headline, test out the product, and you can interchange each one of those parts to build it out according to your product and the pain point you're trying to resolve. The fourth product we have here is the us versus them. So in this case, it's a very common one, but one that a lot of brands seem to do incorrectly and not really hit the pain points that they need to. They'll just call out different features that they have, but it doesn't really hit home for the customer because they haven't really studied what the customer's pain points are. In this case, Ridge, which is a direct competitor to the regular bifold wallet, did a headline that says, "Ditch the dad wallet." And in it, we have the old school wallet that holds 4 cards and their new reinvented version of the wallet, which holds 7 cards. The goal of this is to demonstrate the difference between the normal wallet and their wallet. And they've studied their customer to understand most people will complain that they don't have enough card space inside their wallet. So they have to stack it and it becomes a very fat wallet that doesn't fit in your pockets. So they reinvented it, directly solved a problem that their specific customer pointed out. And from there, they made an ad that directly attacked that issue. Finally, we have the problem solution ad style. You see a lot of these when you film and produce video ad creatives because it's very simple to make. You have the first scene, which is just the problem that the customer is facing, and then the product is introduced as a solution to that problem. When you transform it into a static, it becomes a little bit more difficult in the sense that you need to be able to point out those problems in very few words. As we can see here in the example from Rise, the problems the customer is going to be facing are insomnia, stress and anxiety, and then sugar cravings. And they are presenting their specific product, in this case, it's the mushroom hot cocoa, as a solution to that product or to that problem. What this does is it directly calls out the problems that your customer is facing. And the only way to really determine this is to do the customer research, analyze what people are saying, read online on Reddit, on Quora, look at the comments in your Facebook ads, figure out exactly what customers are saying about the issues they have and what type of things they've done to try to resolve them. Then you can call them out as a problem and introduce your product as the saving grace, what's going to ultimately relieve all of that stress and those problems that they're facing just by taking the product and consuming it. All these static images that I have presented are very easy to make in the sense that it doesn't cost any money. Canva is free, so you don't really have an excuse. They are simple in terms of the messaging. All you have to do is analyze your customers. And ultimately, it doesn't require you to do anything crazy other than understanding the customers, figure out their pain points, and then calling them out directly. That's all you can pull from this video. Pulled out the fact that you need to directly attack the pain point your customer is facing and let them know that your product is going to solve and address that problem for them. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you've tested any of these out. Would love to understand if you have any other suggestions of ads you've tested that have worked well for you. And if you have, leave a comment below if you've tried them, what sort of results you've had, and if there's anything else you see that has worked to make your ad stand out. So hope that was helpful, and I'll see you soon.